Have you ever taken a photo and noticed something in the background that you're sure wasn't there when you took it? Something off? Something that makes your skin crawl just to think about? It happened to me on a weekend trip about 5 years ago, and I wish to God I deleted that photo the moment I saw it. It started in Savannah, Georgia. I was there with two close friends, Emily and Marcus. We were doing a cheap weekend getaway. Nothing fancy, just some sightseeing and a break from work and school. Savannah has this spooky old charm to it, so of course we booked a ghost tour. One of those nighttime ones with a lantern-carrying guide and dramatic stories. The last stop of the night was a spot our guide called the Hidden Graveyard. It wasn't part of the official tour. It was tucked behind the main cemetery, separated by a rusted fence and a cluster of mossy trees. He said it used to be an unmarked slave burial ground, long since neglected and now mostly overgrown. He lowered his voice and told us that phones and cameras picked up things here that people couldn't see with their eyes. Naturally, I took a few pictures. We laughed about it on the walk back to our Airbnb. But that night, when I was flipping through my phone, I saw it. In one of the photos taken right near an old cracked headstone, there was a figure, a tall, thin man, barefoot. His arms were too long, his head was tilted, almost listening. He was just standing there in the background, perfectly still, the kind of stillness that doesn't feel human. But the thing is, no one had been there when I took that photo. There was no one behind us, no one on the path. I would have noticed someone like that. I showed Marcus and Emily. Marcus squinted, shrugged it off, said it was probably a trick of the light, but Emily, she went quiet. She stared at that picture for a little too long. We didn't talk much about it after that, and the next morning we flew home, went back to normal life. Or tried to. A few weeks later, Marcus and I were texting. I realized none of us had heard from Emily, which was weird, because she was always the one to send funny memes or random updates. I figured she was just busy with school. But days turned into a couple weeks. Her social media went dark. No posts, no replies. Then she missed her group presentation, and one of her classmates messaged me asking if I knew where she was. That's when I got really worried. I went by her apartment. Lights were off. No answer at the door. Eventually, the landlord let me in after I said I was family. The place was spotless. Nothing looked out of place. But her phone was there on the counter, and her keys were still hanging on the hook. Her bedroom light was on. And on the bed, laid out neatly, was that photo from Savannah. The same one with the figure, only now the figure was closer. Like 2 steps closer. We filed a missing persons report, but nothing ever came of it. No signs of forced entry, no credit card activity, no sightings. She was just gone. Weeks passed. Then strange things started happening to me. I'd be walking past a window and feel like someone was standing behind me. I'd be in the shower and hear 3 knocks on the bathroom door. Always 3. One night I woke up with the lights flickering and my phone was open to my photo gallery. The picture had moved to the top again. I hadn't touched it. That's when I realized the figure was showing up in new photos. Any picture I took, a birthday party, a hike, even a reflection in the rearview mirror, there it was. Always in the background. Sometimes clear, sometimes just a blur, but always facing me. I tried deleting the photo. Came back. I reset the phone. It was still there. Eventually, I reached out to someone, a friend of a friend who worked with spiritual cleansings and paranormal stuff. She gave me a name. Delia. Delia lived in a house on the outskirts of town, surrounded by wind chimes and candle smoke. She didn't ask questions, just looked at the photo, frowned, and said, "This isn't just a spirit, it's a bound echo. Wait, something that's been disturbed." She told me, very calmly, that the figure was never meant to be seen, and now that it had been, it needed to be returned. She said it was linked to a very specific place, and the moment I took that photo, I created a connection. A doorway, and until I closed it, it would keep following. Keep watching, and if I ignored it long enough, it might try to claim something. It's like it had claimed Emily. That part broke me, because deep down, I think I already knew. Emily's disappearance wasn't random. It was part of this. Delia gave me instructions. Print the photo on paper. Soak it in oil and black salt. Burn it at the site where it was taken, exactly at sunrise. Bury the ashes under a marker stone. And do not, under any circumstances, look behind me while doing it. So I went back. I flew to Savannah. Snuck into the cemetery before dawn, found the same headstone. Everything was still. Dead quiet. Even the wind felt like it was holding its breath. I followed the steps exactly, lit the paper, watched it curl and blacken, buried the ashes and packed the soil tight. And when I stood up, I felt it, not saw, felt. Like something standing 10 feet away, like the weight of eyes on my back. But I didn't turn around. I walked back to the gate, never looking back. And after that, things got quiet. Photos stopped glitching. I started sleeping again. And for the first time in months, I felt alone in my house, in a good way. But I never heard from Emily again. I don't know if she's still out there. Part of me hopes she found a way out. Another part of me wonders if that figure needed her to cross over or to stay behind. I still have questions. I probably always will. But now, when people ask me why I never take photos in old cemeteries, I just smile and say, some things are meant to stay buried. Please subscribe to 13 Whispers for more real paranormal encounters and chilling true stories daily. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. And if you've ever taken a photo that made your blood run cold, send it to us. Your story might be next.